Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, as of today, is the largest, the newest, and the most expensive cruise ship in the world, and we are on board for her maiden voyage. I've been waiting for this for a long time because it's not often that not just the biggest ship comes out, but something that is completely different, something that breaks paradigms, that really introduces new concepts, not only for this cruise line, Royal Caribbean, but in the industry in general. Now, there are a lot of videos already out about the ship, and there are going to be more, including from me, so like, subscribe, and ring that bell. But in this video, I wanted to take you along to show you what the first day was like. That day one experience from before we even get to the port, to arriving, checking in, our first impressions, looking around. We'll share what we ate and drank, what we saw, some of the entertainment on board. You'll see me maybe get a little lost because it's a big ship and it's the first day. There will be some surprises along the way, and I want your feedback. Yes, she has a capacity of almost 10,000 people. Yes, she's huge, but it's not the size that's impressive. It's what she offers. At least that's my impression so far. So let us know what you think. It's finally here, guys. It is cruise day. We are on Tri-Rail, a local train system, and heading toward Port Miami to board Icon of the Seas. We're here, Terminal A, Port Miami. We took the train down, took an Uber to the terminal. Really not very backed up. I'm surprised. I think maybe some people got here way earlier than they should have. That might have been what happened. But we dropped our bags with the porter, and now we're gonna go check in. You can see they've branded the whole Terminal A with Icon stuff. The elevators had images from Icon, getting the whole experience. Except I can't get to my set sail pass. So Royal Caribbean, you check in the app well in advance, and it gives you a page with a barcode, like many cruise lines. Usually works. This is why you should screenshot it. I didn't. We'll work it out. Here we are coming up the escalator in Terminal A. Next is a quick check-in and security, and then we're on board. And here we are, first steps on Icon of the Seas. We have arrived. So this is the Royal Promenade. There's the Pearl that you've probably seen or heard about. We are going to see if rooms are ready. They said 40 minutes, but I heard some other people say that rooms are already ready, which would be unusual. However, there was no one on the ship overnight, so maybe. Rooms are ready, so we put in deck 10 here and told us to go to elevator bank A, and that's where we will enter.
Yeah, I was in our room.
Here we are. So our room is relatively midship. We took the aft elevators up. Here's a quick view of Central Park. And on the other side of the elevator lobby,
The kid had a broken leg, and they couldn't figure out how he wanted.
embarkation complete. And we came into our room, still waiting for our bags. Got a couple hats here that they left us. And this is a Central Park Infinite Veranda. We're gonna do a full room tour later. For now, however, we need to get to muster. I don't even know where our muster station is. It's on the door though. And I need food. Checked into muster, we are squared away. It is cruise time. Sorry, it's a bit loud. That's one thing always drives me a little nuts about Royal Caribbean ships. Royal Promenade can be loud, but it's a totally different kind of Royal Promenade. So much more open, better natural light. In fact, there are windows. We can see the ocean. Let me flip it around. As we approach the Pearl, there's actually windows on the side, but I think we need to make a quick stop here. Thank you very much, sir. And you've got the Royal Promenade is a legitimately two-story space on this ship, not like on some others where there's only a couple things at one end. Look at that, natural light in the Royal Promenade. That's what I've been wanting forever.
Cheers.
Iconic. And as is tradition, a dog taking a leak on a lamp pole. All right. Time for food, Windjammer. There's a lot of other space to eat on board, but I feel like we gotta check this first. We just got some food from the Windjammer. I haven't even eaten yet. The Windjammer on the ship kind of makes me think of Wonder of the Seas in that it's a big circle and there's always seating and it's quieter all the way toward the back, which is nice. It's definitely a maiden voyage because, and every cruise line does this, the spread you see on a Maiden Voyage in the buffet is a very different quality. So there's lobster and better cuts of meat and other things like that. Lovely. Just if you're on this voyage, don't expect that to be there in 3 months. Stepped outside to check out the open deck area. There's one of the lime and coconut areas behind us, but I think there's a few on this ship. You can see some of the pools over there. I like that there's stuff in the sun and the shade, and then slopes down to Central Park. I gotta say, I am out the gate completely disorientated. There's in a good way. I mean, there's just so many places to lounge, hang out. There's so many pools. Getting very lost.
Yeah,
it's all new to everyone.
To everyone. Yeah,
So now gonna check out the Aquadome. There's a pretty cool sail away thing that I think that's the next thing that we might show you. Looks like we're catching the tail end of a test, rehearsal. I don't know, here in the Aquadome. I just realized she's all the way up there. So unlike on Oasis class, this is in the ship. We've time traveled. I went back to the room to start working on the room tour and some other things and just relax for a couple. Haven't even explored this area we're walking through right now. We're heading toward, I think, the hideaway area, I think. But I just heard on the marine radio that fireworks are gonna start in 2 minutes. And I would say that was about 2 minutes ago. So we're gonna get a firework send off. Maybe, I'm not even sure if we're gonna, where the best view is, but that's what we're looking for, is the maiden celebration. All right, we found our spot. We're actually, we've set sail and we are in the channel right in front of Terminal A. So we've only sort of set sail, I guess. Right in front of Terminal A, and there are fireworks there. If we'd figured out the layout of the ship earlier, it would be over there, but that's all right. The perspective here is really interesting because, I mean, you've got all these people out just on this one section of the deck, and there's so many different outdoor space on the ship. And then look down there, it gives you an idea of how high up we are. You see the cars, they're on the causeway, some boats lined up. There are people pulled over alongside of the causeway there watching the ship go by. There's been a lot of fanfare for this ship, especially in South Florida. Look at all of the folks out at South Point Park. It's a park in South Beach, just before you get to the beach. Smith & Walensky Steakhouse over there if you want a landmark and an expensive parking lot. But I don't know that I've ever seen that many people out to watch ships leave. We're approaching the end of the channel. We'll be coming up to the jetty just ahead. We just did a Facebook Live as we sailed away. Got to say hello to some of you virtually in person. Does that make sense? And now I'm over here at the hideaway area, which is an adult-only infinity pool. And I'm not sure how far the hideaway area extends. I think it includes the hot tubs to my right. I'm not sure. We'll have to check it out. I might actually get in the water. We'll see how warm it is. We stopped by the Hideaway Bar, and it's going to be the first, other than that complimentary sparkling wine, the first drink of the cruise. Larissa, what did you order?
The Bloom and Botanical.
Bloom Botanical.
Bloom Botanical, okay.
There it is. Re-recording my audio here because I forgot to turn my mic on. We need to grab some food kind of quick because I've still got some work to do tonight so that I can share more of this with you guys, and we have a really cool show to play later. But this is Central Park. We're going to actually grab sushi in Central Park. And this is a Lou's Jazz Club. I forgot that this was here. Really excited about this. Listening to it now, you might hear it in the background. On Icon only, they have Izumi in the park. There's regular Izumi, but there's a window for a kind of, not a grab and go. It is made for your order, but where you can grab sushi to sit out and enjoy anywhere in Central Park, maybe while listening to some music. No TV here, by the way, like on Wonder. That was a complaint you may have caught in one of my past Wonder videos. Just a lovely and tranquil place. The only sound you hear is the birds, fake birds, and the jazz. Got the plants, that wall of plants, and we actually got to sit right outside of the jazz club and enjoy our sushi. There's what we got. And it's time to eat. Since I had to re-record that audio from before, I wanted to share what this window looks like and show you guys the menu. It is, there are a couple options. It's $10 for sushi and sashimi. Hello. And you can pick 2 items, and then you can also get with that seaweed salad or edamame. They also have for $8 a couple hot items, and then some of these bubble cones. We'll post the menu, but I need to check out what that is. That's a dessert thing. All right, now I gotta go get stuff done. Dinner complete. I'm going to head down to, I almost said Park Cafe, getting used to some new names, Pearl Cafe. So we're going from Central Park, and there's kind of a neat way to get there. You don't have to go all the way to the forward or aft elevators. You can go right through the center, and that is the Pearl in front of us, and Pearl Cafe. It's right down there. If at the end of that last clip you noticed it shook a little bit, definitely almost fell down those stairs. Don't walk and vlog. I just came to get some tea or something, but then I saw that they have mushroom birria sandwiches. That's kind of an unusual vegetarian option, so gonna give it a shot. I'm Billy and I prioritize things strangely. So we have reservations for Aqua Action and like 4 minutes to get there, and I wanted to get there early, but I needed cookies. Then somebody asked me where I got cookies. Happy to share. Now that we know they're not out because I got mine. All right, so off to the Aquadome, which is an interior space. We were up there earlier, so it's enclosed, unlike the Aqua Theater, and we're going to see a show. We made it, but we definitely should have got here earlier. And I had heard this. We'll maybe try again later in the cruise, we'll see. This is a much smaller venue than the Aqua Theater on Oasis class. So while popular, it is completely packed here. We just caught the very first performance of Aqua Action. That is the bespoke show here in the Aquadome on Icon of the Seas. Now on Oasis class ships on Royal Caribbean, they have these Aqua Theater shows with the high dive platforms and pools that have platforms and crazy effects and slack lines, but they're exposed to the elements, so they have to cancel the show if it's too windy. Here it's a very different feel, but it also gives them a lot more to play with in terms of effects, and there's a crazy amount of technology back here. Those robots back there, those are, I don't know if they're actual Raytheon robots, but the type of Raytheon robots that assemble cars and are used for other things. It's a very dynamic venue, and the performance was incredible. It is very intense in terms of lights and music. Great music. I would say the only real theme to the music overall was the beat. They do a great job of making the music match the energy. Now there are parts. There's a part that's kind of a love story, and that of course matches up. But you have high dives, you have acrobats, you've got all sorts of physical feats that go along with a wonderful show element. And this is going to be hard to top, but we might get to see it topped in the same space, in the same show, because not only is this the first time they've done this for a revenue cruise, but this venue did not have water in the pool until 10 days ago. So until a little over a week ago, the folks that performed this show that you're seeing clips of right now, they had never done this on the ship. Pretty amazing, and yeah, that was, I mean, the whole day has been crazy, but That might have been a high point. So here's an area that is easy to miss on Icon. If you come around the back of the Aquadome, there's an entrance. There's another entrance from one of the outdoor deck areas. I don't know what it's called yet. I forget, but it's the Aquadome Market, and they have food stations, kind of food hall, food court kind of thing. You've got stir fry. There's a crepe station. The crepe station is closed right now. A whole bunch of different kinds of mac and cheese, and this area, except for the crepe station, is open till midnight, which is pretty fantastic. This is what is on the other side of the Aquadome Market. Beautiful, tranquil little space. I guess it's kind of part of Lime and Coconut, but Lime and Coconut is several decks on this ship. And Swim and Tonic still haven't been up there. Swim and Tonic, that is the swim up bar, I think? Yeah. So much exploring left to do. We're over here at the Royal Promenade, and in just a couple minutes they're going to do a balloon drop right at midnight. So we'll check that out, and then I need to get to bed because there's a lot to explore tomorrow, which is a sea day.
Make some noise for our party band, Sea Stars! Hello! Welcome on board the largest cruise ship in the world! Are you ready to drop these balloons? 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What a day. That's going to do it for tonight, for this morning. From my Central Park view balcony, we've got the window open so we can hear the fake birds. I'm Bill from cruisehabit.com. Please, if you like this content, share it with somebody else that will value it. Check out our friends and partners over at Touring and Cruises. They can help you travel smarter. And of course, check out our other videos, which I'll maybe put here or there. Yeah. Talk ship with you again real soon.